guys, so this is part 3 of my 3-part series regarding peri-workout nutrition. This part will be on post-workout nutrition. So let's just dive right on in. So for post-workout nutrition, there's one primary factor that I want to take into consideration, and that is post-workout is when metabolism and insulin sensitivity is at its highest. So this is generally the highest calorie meal in a given day. This is where the most amount of calories are in any plan that I give. So as far as protein is concerned, I like to do a little bit of fattier protein because this is where metabolism is highest. So a higher fat ground turkey, a ground beef or steak, and then like salmon, something along that nature. And then keep it very simple, right? Higher fats, higher calories, and then we go to carbs. Carbs, I do like to do a faster digesting carb. It doesn't necessarily have to be rice. I might do potatoes, right? Typically it's an option, but potatoes are just fine post-workout, just as well as rice is. I generally do rice for most people because it's the lowest volume for the most amount of carbs, but potatoes work just as well. And then I like to add in fruit. Why do I add in fruit? Because fructose is broken down differently, therefore it uses a different transport system in the body, and you only have so much of that transport system, that enzyme, in the body. And so when we use it post-workout in conjunction with other carbs, we're allowed to get more carbs in. Not only that, but post-workout is when the body actually prefers to have fructose. So I like to add in fruit, typically a banana, because it's high in carbs, right? And easy to eat. Most people like them. They're delicious. Fats are one of those things that I'll add if somebody needs it, because we're already having a higher in fat meat. I may or may not add fats in. It's really upon like, do we need more fats? Is there somewhere else I can add the fats, or does it need to be here? Because this is a higher calorie meal, it's typically the largest. If I add additional fat in, it just slows digestion and could potentially make it harder to eat the meal after this one. So fats is something that I take a little bit more cautiously in this meal, with additional fats, that is, because this meal is already higher in fat due to the protein source. If I do add it, I'll add in like avocado or something of that nature. But this meal is very simple, right? Like a lot of times, this meal will stay relatively the same, and then on training days, I'll add in additional like banana, Rice Krispies, more rice, whatever the case may be. Each client's a little bit different, but you can bet that their highest calorie meal is going to be that post-workout meal. And again, just like all of the other meals, it's to drive recovery, right? Like we want the body to build as much muscle as possible. So peri-workout nutrition is important. So again, if you have any questions, this one was actually really short because I think that it's the most simple. However, it is an extremely beneficial meal. I don't believe in necessarily a anabolic window. So I just like to get this meal in just whenever you get home. It's no big deal to rush. And it's an easy place to get a lot of food in because generally you're starving post-workout. And again, metabolism and insulin sensitivity are the highest. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I am more than happy and more than open to have a discussion with you. But thanks.